Alright guys, so I woke up this morning with the news that Valve dropped the Anubis Collection, which we knew was coming, because obviously we've got the Paris Major around the corner. There needs to be an Anubis Collection to be able to drop souvenir weapons. We're going to look at every skin now quickly in this server, so you can actually select the in-game, starting with the Eye of Horus. You can see it now. This one for me, I'm a little bit 50-50 on it. I think the white and the gold can look good. Interested to see how this one looks in CS2. I think CS2, new engine, new light and everything, this one might look even better than it already is. We're going to look at every skin quickly now. Hit that like button if you enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button if you're around here. And we're also going to open some cases to end this off. Like I said, this is the Eye of Horus. It's the only red in the entire collection. So this is probably the item people are going to be wanting to try and aim to get souvenirs, to get in the souvenir packets from the major. We are going to go in the order of like they're dropped in. So we're going to have the pinks up next. This is going to be the FAMAS from the collection. For me, this one, I was sort of surprised to see it as a pink, but you can see as you're inspecting it, it sort of changes a little bit with the lighting. I'm going to say it's similar to like the Doppler effect, which you get with like the gamma Dopplers and stuff. We then have this P250, Apep's Curse. This is a beautiful gun. Also, it's worth noting, again, obviously we're using skin generating servers here. None of these skins are available in stat track, so completely ignore the stat track counter. But this is the other pink. It looks unbelievable. Then for the purples, we have three. We started off with the Glock, which is Ramese's Reach. I think that's how it's pronounced. All the names will be on the screen, by the way. I'm loving just this gold effect. I think this opens up a lot of options for like the yellow skin inventory building anyway, because obviously the gold and yellow is very similar. The P90 seems to be a favourite of everyone's at the minute because it's called the ScaraB brush with a capital B at the end, so it reads as B rush. And oh my god, the detail on this. Now, my only thing is this does look amazing, and you'll see the AK and the op in a second. I would have loved to see a very similar application to like an AK or an op and making their two reds in the collection, because this on like an AWP would look unbelievably good. Then the final purple is Sobek's Bite, which is a Nova, which not many people buy Novas, but again, this is a design that looks insane. You'll see the XM in a little bit. I kind of wish the Nova and the XM skins were reversed with how much more the XM's used, but still, it's a nice purple to drop, and it's currently coming in a little bit expensive. Obviously, we're only a few hours into the case being out. For the op, though, we've got the Black Nile. Now, it'll be interesting to see what the wear is on this, but overall, I love it. You've got those little chrome finishes around the scope, bit of chrome at the end, playing into the overall Anubis theme, and then obviously just, this like, is a river effect on the gun. It shouldn't be too much of an expensive op, but I do really like it, and it's perfect for black inventories. The AK will give you an example of what I mean, that I would have liked to see the ScaraB effect from the P90 on an AK. Don't get me wrong, this still looks good. It looks like a new version of what I'd say like the Cartel looks like. It's sort of mixing the Cartel and the Slate sort of vibes. Some people will love this, but for me, I think just having another, like, honestly, even if it was a Glyph or a FAMAS, they put that effect on and made it a red, I just think that having a main rifle in that unbelievable pattern would have been good, but this is the AK. As much as I want stat track weapons, I think I'm going to salvage that, or I'm going to put that to one side to pick up the Mummy's Rot Tech 9, because I love the green eyes and like the venom teeth on this. It looks unbelievable with all the markings. I'm 100% picking this up as my new Tech 9. It's essentially all blues at this point. This is the copper coated Mag 7, which on the preview on CSGO Stash, I didn't think looked that great, but actually, big fan of this. The effect it has on it looks really good. The detail on that is nice. The way they sort of, I'm going to say, they've made it look actually 3D on the gun rather than just being a basic design. And then there's little like markings on it too. Looks cool. Then the M4A1S is super cheap already. This is the Mud-Spec, but I actually kind of like this. I know for me, I'm normally one for the flashy skins, but I think the overall pattern on this, it's kind of similar to, it's like a DD-Pat. It isn't DD-Pat at all, but it's like that. But I think it's actually like that bronze color that comes off in it. Kind of looks clean. We've got like another 8 to go here, so we're going to tear through them. This is the Desert Tactical USP. Again, I think at this point of the collection, a lot of them are just the sort of the more bland, sort of sandy colours we expected, but that's what you get with the blues and the greys. With that in mind, though, the sky's not too bad. The brown element of it is a little bit lackluster, and that's why it'll be cheaper, but the blue element with the markings inside it does look nice. Here is the Echoing Sounds Mac 10. I don't think there's too much to write home, but this is going to be a filler gun, very much. And now it's time for the guns that we're all going to get in our souvenir collections. We've got the MP7 Sunbaked, that's already under 30 cents in factory new. The XM is the Hieroglyph, which looks like this, which still isn't too bad, but you can see what I'm saying, where like if this and the Nova were reversed with how much more the XM's used at the minute compared to the Nova, I think it would have been fitting, but I guess it's not just always about the like competitive use case. Got the Revolver Inlay here. It has some nice designs on it, but again, it's a super cheap grey, so I imagine this again will pop a lot in souvenir packages. This is a grey that I actually didn't mind in the previews. This is a Snake Pit. It's already under 25 cents for a factory new, But in regards to like cheap Augs that are normally just like the Storm and just a basic bitch color, this actually is quite nice. So big fan of this for the low budget builds. And then finally we've got a Submerged MP49. So that's all 19 skins that are part of the collection. You can see a mix of them here. There's one key thing to mention about it before we open them though. So the biggest takeaway, and my face camera is blocking it, but on the bottom left of CSGO when you go into it, you'll see 159 Anubis Collection Packs. You can open them and you can just buy these directly from the store. So previously, you would have had to either get these through drops or get them as souvenir packages in like the pass for the major. This sets up an interesting dynamic because I think, as far as I'm aware, this is the first time like you can just buy them straight from the store as if they're a sticker capsule and they're a fixed price. So normally, like you've got the case price itself, which on average right now, let's say, is between like £1 to £1.50. And then you have the key, which is £2.15. So you're talking like anywhere between like £3.50, £4 plus to open a case at the minute. But you can just buy these for $1.59 a pop from the store, which means there should be unlimited supply of them, which obviously can be bad, maybe longevity for the price, because it means people like CSGO, people opening them can just crack up on like hundreds of these very easily for a lot less than normal. But it'll be interesting to see if this applies through to CS2, and if we're going to get more actual like obviously it's all microtransactions, but like set priced microtransactions where maybe they release another case with CS2 and it's just flat out $1.99 to open it. So you don't need a key, you don't need to get it from a drop, you don't need to go buy it from the marketplace, it's just flat out in the store. If you want to go buy 10 off them, you go buy 10 off them for the set price. It'll be interesting to see. With that in mind, we have 3 of them to test what the drop weight's going to be like. We're going to go for the middle one, then the right one, and then the left one. For me, so far, I've just bought a P250 Visions, but an Apep Curse would be nice. Obviously, the Glock 18, I've said I like that. Op would be cool because it holds a nice price. Take 9 for like my own sort of value. However, the M4 is currently worth £1,400 on Steam. So, would ideally like the Eye of Horus, but we're going to open up 3 of them. See what the drop looks like for you guys, if it's going to be worth it at all. Obviously, you don't get knives or anything in this, so there you go. As we mentioned, the gun you're going to get a lot through souvenirs. We've got the MP7 Sunbaked. Number 2, and so far, it's just lots of light greys. Oh, the up flash buy. Oh, the up flash buy. We got another grey. It was the R8 Revolver. And then maybe 3rd time lucky for an M4. P250, even the FAMAS. Oh, the red was fast now. And then we're going by. Oh, that's painful. I know it popped up too soon, but the red popped up and I got hope of something. So there you go. That's 3 of these cases. 3 light greys, which from these souvenir packages, it's kind of what I expect. But the flash of red has given me hope. Even just a pink. Even just a pink. Come on. And again, it's going to be another Revolver. So there you go. Those 4 new skins showcases why you probably shouldn't open these souvenir package. Although they are cheaper than buying cases normally, the drop weight, I know we've only opened 4 of them to test here, the drop weight seems horrible on them, to say the least. So, and that might be to expect it with only 1 red in it. But there you go, we've showcased all of the new skins. We've discussed that it's a little bit interesting, it's in the stores and microtransaction. We've opened a few to let you guys know that they are probably to be avoided unless you're just opening souvenir packages from the major. But this is going to be the first of 2 uploads today. We're going to have another inventory-based video out later today, but we had to jump on this basically first thing this morning. I haven't seen that they got dropped. So do hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comments which skin from this collection is your favourite. For me, it's probably going to be the P250 because I'm not overly sold on the M4. So I think this P250 for me is probably the favourite from the bunch. So let me know. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you're around here as well, guys. And we'll see you in the video later. Goodbye.